meters. Show us your tips for Saturday, 1st of August 2020, first weekend of the new racing season. Excited to say that we're on the Pro Group Racing platform for the first time this year. So we're very excited to be joining forces with them and bring you some, hopefully, winners each and every week. Twice a week now, Beaver.
Yeah, that's it.
For those who don't know us, this is the Beaver to my right. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your punting love of the punt.
Oh, mate, it's too long a story, mate. I've been punting for way too long. But love a bet, mate. Doesn't matter what it's on. Probably had a bet on most things.
Yeah.
Over my 30 plus years, I've probably been punting since about 10 years old. So
yeah.
Compliments of my dad. So
yeah.
He's got a lot to answer for.
Big shout out to Neil. And myself, the other guy, Daggy, as I am here, and been around the podcast picture for a little bit with the Beer Garden Empire, and I was saying, love of racing since, I guess, I was legally allowed to, I suppose, and followed it quite closely, and I guess here we are to see what we can do, and we've been going for about 3 months now with a fair bit of success, actually.
Yes, so it's been going good.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to our Metro Wednesday and Saturday meetings every week now going forward. So this week we're going to kick off with Randwick on a very heavy track.
And we're starting with a clean slate, being the 1st of August.
Oh, we are starting clean slate?
It's the horse's birthday, so mate,
okay.
It's going to be
You're going to delete the spreadsheet now?
Spreadsheet's deleted because
How'd it finish though? Last week was good.
We're going good.
Yeah,
we're going good. But let's
call
it all square, mate.
Okay.
For the new year and start from scratch.
All right. Pressure's back on.
Can only be fair.
That's fine. We'll do that. I think
no
that's fair enough. But we will make ourselves accountable, and we'll keep track of our bests and values each week. But we're going to start off before the feature races start. We'll do the Sydney and Melbourne Metro Quaddies.
Yep.
To launch us, which kicks off, as I was saying,
and a bit of everything else if we find it.
If we see some other stuff around the country, and then once we get into the depth of spring, we'll go more in depth on the Group 1 days and cover the whole card. But for now, we'll kick off with Randwick, as we like to do, on a heavy track rail out 9 metres. How have you approached the meeting?
Yeah, going to be a tough day, I reckon. There's plenty of chances. Finding the form, finding the track pattern's going to be the key probably early on. For the races that we're about to tip here later in the day. But there's some horses there with form sort of on these tracks over the past few weeks anyway, so you're probably looking at those, and they're hard fit.
The last gasp for a few of them, I think. I was almost thinking they might get to outside fence by the end of the day.
Yeah,
so right to the outside. Kicking off the Quaddie is the benchmark 78 over the 1,800 metres, and you're going to bring us the market, Beaver.
Yeah, a bit of Kissing the Bride, $2.15. Orsine, $4.80. Night of Power, no chance me getting on that. $7. Monsieur Sisu, $9.50. The Crew, $11.
Do you want to kick off?
Might as well, eh? I'll have a go straight up. Look, not a race that I was overly enthralled in, to be brutally honest. But I've gone for Kiss the Bride purely on the fact that it should be at peak fitness now, and its last couple of starts have been pretty good in what looks to be a field that's winnable here. 2.15's as skinny as you want, but...
Yeah, I couldn't find anything else but Kiss the Bride. I'll be hoping probably closer to 250, which you might well get on a day.
Yeah.
Once market gets closer to 100%. It was pretty good last start. The track was completely against it. It was off the rails. Nash rode as well as he could have, all things considered. Just had Lelude get up along the rails, which was the hot Kenzo rails day.
Yes.
So went up along the rails and just got it in the last stride. But I thought Kiss the Bride was a pretty good run there. Now 4th up. J-Mac back.
Yeah.
Looks all boxes have been ticked for this, and I think the market reflects that. I didn't really want Orsine out of that race given the runs they had, and after that I wasn't interested in anyone else. So yeah, Kiss the Bride.
Yeah, and you've tipped it the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've been on it since
outside chance.
I tipped it at 20s to when it ran third.
Yeah,
it was one of my value bets, I think, and I think I was keen on it last start, just the way but if Kenzo played fair, I think it probably wins, and I'm going to just step in here and. There's nothing else I'm really that interested in, as I said.
Good.
So we'll both agree there and move on to the 7th race of the day, 1,100 metre benchmark 88.
Yep.
How's the market look here?
Yeah, Sangria, $3.90, Black Magnum, $4.20, In and Up, $4.40, Broken Arrows, $6, and $11 plus Accelerado and the rest.
Beautiful. I just want to mention, first of all, that those that watched the show last week, I don't need glasses. It's just much easier to read a best bets before I've had 12 beers. I've discovered, so I can read it all right today. I was doing a bit of squinting last week. But I really like Sangria's trial. I thought that was a really hot trial leading into this. Problem is, as I've touched on plenty, first up on a real heavy track is not a formula I'm that keen to take, but it's going to be a leader that's trialled well, and
Trialled very well.
I really love that trial. If it was anything but a heavy 9, I'd be tipping it quite strongly. I'm actually going to, just at the price tip, in and up. Third up, Wet Tracker, very good win where it beat Kordia last start, which we both were spruiking, and prime candidate. And then before that was Brave behind Adelong, who obviously is a flying wet tracker.
Yep.
And I just think it's the obvious. I don't like the only negative is the jockey change from Nash, but it is what it is. And I dare say that's just to get them down a bit of the weight off the back.
Yeah, I liked Sangria as well. I thought $3.90 is good value. I had a look over the trial again this morning, and there was a lot to like about that. Look, this isn't, again, an overly strong field. It's ran in the PJ Bell last preparation against Ruby Saki. It won first up last prep by 5 lengths at Gosford, albeit in a C2. But it's certainly a horse with potential. And in a race like this, looks hard to beat. Black Magnum just can't get me.
I'd ask you about that, Black Magnum.
Well,
I don't think it's a wet tracker. I don't know why it's probably
No.
a fresh horse, and then I know it's 1 on a heavy, but I think that's just getting a maiden out of the way. I don't think it's a wet tracker. I don't know why it's.
The only other horse I looked at was Broken Arrows. I thought Broken Arrows could be suited. It'll be the horse finishing on and have this.
And it's had the kill
last
now.
shot.
Went to Queensland, had a win trial since, and I thought that will run a place as well.
Yeah, although it was round about the first few starts up after the prep. They were good runs.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they took it for the kill and back, and it'll get the sit and shot. But that'd be the two I'd be playing. Number 7, Sangria for me, with 5, the knockout chance, Broken Arrows.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much in agreement there. Nice start here. We race 8 over the 800 metre benchmark. 78 for a lot of our favourite mares here, including Leluda we spoke about earlier. Formina would be heading to market though.
Yeah, Formina's $3.45. Montefilia is $5. Word for Word, $6.50. Monagal, $8.50. Lelude, $8.50, and 11s plus the rest.
Are you going to forgive Formina?
I'm going to forget Formina.
Yeah.
I thought the ride last start just gave it no chance. I just could not work it out why they went and sat up on the pace when the horse needed to be finishing on. It was ridden upside down. I don't think it suited it, and therefore I'm willing to forgive that run, and I think it's can bounce back if ridden correctly in this start. So, yeah, Fulmina for me.
Yeah, I'm with you. And obviously Court chose Frank that form coming out and winning last Saturday. The jockey's excuse was it was too far forward. I think the SP into that and the dominant win before in the wet sets it up well here.
Yep.
I think Firmina's probably one of the better bets of the day. And my girl Monegal is the one I was going to mention at $9.
Yeah,
Will run well again.
Yep.
Honest.
Last 3 runs have been very honest, so I wouldn't put a line through that. That's for sure.
Did you have a thought on the 10 Montefilia, which resumed against the bias at Kenzo there in the Giovanna run?
Yeah, it's hard to get a bit of a line through that run. Looks to be a horse with definite improvement. It'll just be, I'd just have to see it one more time, I think.
Yeah, cool. I don't know what to take from Kensington, and David Payne's not a trainer I'm really
Same.
ever going to find. So that's fine with me. Yeah, I think we're in agreement again. A bit scary, but we've been working as a tandem all right lately, so that's fine for as we head into the last of the day over the 1,400 metres.
Yeah, probably one of the toughest races.
Yeah, I struggled here.
Of the day. Steel Diamond $4.60, Shatira $4.80, Offshore $5, Stella Sea Sun $8.50, Julian Rock $12, Miss Renewable $12. Yeah, keep going.
I am going to probably start with Steel Diamond. Now a 4-year-old, but 3-year-old in a race that's up and going. Chased home the 2 reasonable geldings in the last race behind Lewis. Before that, the dominant win on the wet again. And I think Jay Collette, I've spruiked him as a wet track jockey all the way through, and I think sets up well to run well here. I couldn't get my head around Offshore. It's so short in the market, so whether it's a genuine wet tracker, but I'm not that interested in that. So does 3 back up, or is it out? It's already out, isn't it? There it is. And then down the bottom, Chalk at about $12 would be the other one. So for me, Steel Diamond and maybe Chalk, which resumed with a win in any event up at Gosford, but Seems to run well, those Wendy Roach horses on the wet. So that was the logic there. What about yourself, Beaver?
Yeah, I've gone for Offshore.
Okay.
I've gone against you here, mate. I think Offshore's first up run was quite good since coming over from New Zealand. And I think there can only be further improvement from that. Finished off quite well, handled the wet track. Should get, I think, it's drawn wide enough to get the right run here, and I think it can just about knock most of these out.
Yep.
Stellar Sea Sun, it's hard to catch, but can put in a good run. And, of the rest, maybe a knockout chance, something like Miss Redoable.
Yeah, Miss Redoable would be one that I would forgive last start. I think it was it was Cardiac Arrhythmia, actually, which first up Cardiac Arrhythmia is a decent winning play. I know going back years to, I remember Machine won a Group 1 of Cardiac Arrhythmia and there's a few others.
I think
Plenty, that pops up a lot.
I think it's trialled since and
it would have had
trialled
a trial.
okay.
Yeah, so very good. Should we look at our quaddie? So each week we'll look at a quaddie to finish off the meeting.
Yep, let's do that.
Let's kick off with, obviously Kiss the Bride goes in. Do you want anything else from that race?
I think, you want to go one out?
Maybe to Crew.
Okay.
Maybe just
good.
to,
1 and 2.
Yeah. So 1 and 2 there. In and up. You going to go Black Magnum in or leave it out?
No Black Magnum. We'll go.
The 3 we said?
We'll go 2, 5, 7.
Beautiful. Third leg. Monagle, Fulmina. Anything else down the bottom there?
No.
Okay, 2 out here. We're going skinny. Let's go wide here.
Yeah, let's have a
Stella, I think Julian Rock.
Yep, let's go 1, 2,
Steel Diamond, Offshore,
5,
Redouble.
6,
Do you want to
7.
we'll throw chalking down the bottom.
Yep.
All right, so we'll go come home wider. So $50 there gets us. So that is first leg 1 and 2, second leg 2, 5 and 7, 1 and 4 in the third, and 1, 2, 5, 6 and 13. $50 gets you 70%.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right, what's your value of the day and then your best?
My value first.
Go your value first.
Okay, my value comes up in race 1.
Okay.
Number 4, Badoosh.
Cool. Matt Dunn?
Yep.
You're going to right in town, Matt Dunn.
Yep, first up. So
Yep.
I think this has a little bit of form around some decent horses last prep. Tlana Girl, the likes. I think it can run a good race in what looks to be an open affair.
Yeah, my value is in this. I can't believe I put my value in a highway. Do you have something on that?
No.
Mr. Magical. I think it's about $5 when I looked today. In the race 2, number 15, if it gets a run, Mr. Magical.
Yep.
For me, I want to get your thoughts on Noble Boy in that Kordia race.
It's the magical. It's hardly value.
What is it?
$3.60.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, when I looked at the form, it's 5. I'll find you something better. What price Noble Boy?
Noble Boy
It's
is
in the 4th.
In the 4th, is it? No, it's in the 3rd. $5.50.
$5.50. What were your thoughts on that? I just thought it was out. They've forgotten a bit about it with
My
Kordia.
best bet of the day is Kordia.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
No, that's cool. I'm going to go. I'll go Noble Boy, $5.50.
Yep. All
I
right.
think it'll run well off the last start. My best of the day will be Kiss the Bride under sufferance.
Yeah.
But I think it's race to win, and obviously you've telegraphed yours. Tell us about it.
My best bet?
Yeah.
Kordia. Look, I thought the first up run was very, very good. Looked to be a pretty good horse. Last start got way out of its ground. There was no chance in a leader bias track. I think it was last and finished off okay down the middle of the track, but it was just no chance. It was a shock and ride, and I'm hoping that the track conditions will be better suited on the weekend. So I think Kordia's the best bet.
Beautiful. All right, we'll have a quick break and come back and look at Mooney Valley.
Sounds good.